Dobro Veche, Divine Pisces, 222. It is Thursday, July 16th, 2020. I'm going to do an energy check-in for Twin Flames today. Man, the trolls are out. Oh my goodness. It's just funny to me because I'm like, you know, obviously I am on the right path if I'm triggering you. I mean, that's just confirmation for me. I'm sorry, but it is. So you can keep leaving comments if you want. I don't really care. In fact, I encourage you to do so because comments actually help my videos, as do downvotes. So honestly, you're just helping me. So I appreciate it. You know, whatever. Doesn't bother me because I know what I'm speaking is true. So also, you know, mentioned this morning I actually triggered a friend. I was just saying, yeah, that's exactly it. Like, you know you're doing something right when you trigger someone. You know, I'm just saying, like, when you speak your truth, when you speak something and it triggers somebody, and it does it to me. Like, when somebody triggers me, it's obviously because I have something that I need to deal with. It's usually because you're triggering something on their subconscious that they know is true, and the ego is kind of coming in and freaking out, being like, oh no, stick to your illusions because that's what's going to keep you safe, right? And so that's where ego death kind of comes in, right? You have that little battle with your ego, and a lot of times what it does is it makes you angry. It elicits usually an anger response, you know, a trigger, literally a trigger. That's what a trigger is. That's why I feel it's so funny. We had this whole thing with the safe space kids and everything like that. These kids that are like, oh no, you can't trigger me. I cannot be triggered. I'm like, no. Triggers are for your soul growth. Okay, so if we have a society where no one's allowed to be triggered, you're not allowed to say anything that offends anybody, you're basically going to have a society of what? Not enlightened people. That's what they want. It's easier to control people who don't know they're being controlled, right? And what better way to control people than to keep their souls from expanding or to keep them from progressing on their journey as they're supposed to do, right? So, I mean, you got to look at the bigger picture, guys. If somebody says something that triggers you, there's a reason for that. Thank that person. Thank that person, okay? And you know, if you say something that triggers someone, no need to apologize. But you can certainly tell that person, you know what? I'm sorry you took me the wrong way. But I'm not going to apologize for what I say. Okay? I'm not going to apologize for exposing the truth. It's up to you whether you want to see it or not, right? You don't have to see it. But I know what sources told me. I know what sources shown me. And I know where this is going. I just do. Okay? It's not a good place. All right? Unless we step up. Unless we decide to change the trajectory. Okay? And that's basically what I did this morning when I triggered a friend. I basically told her, you know, she was like, you know, going off on me about, you know, this whole thing that's going on right now. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. And I'm just like, you know, it's all a control factor. It has nothing to do with anything but that. You know, it's all fake. It's all, you know, controlled. And, you know, she was like, oh, so you're telling me like the whole world's in on it. All the world leaders are in on it. I'm like, yep. Yes, I am. Yes. And I'm like, yeah, you just basically told the truth. You just said the truth and you're refusing to believe it. So you know what the truth is. You're just not choosing to see it. It's all right there. It's right there in front of your face. Okay? Take off the mask. Take it off. All right. Let's get this underway here. Yeah, okay. Look. Truth. Oh my goodness. Throat chakra, anybody? Has anybody been having issues with their throat chakra? Because I do feel like a lot of people are. This is what I mean. Like, there are so many people out there that are on the same wavelength as we are, guys. Like, there are more people who see this than don't. They're just afraid to speak it because of the climate. Do you see? Do you see? This is why we need light workers to step up. Those of you who are seeing the truth, you need to speak it. Don't be afraid of persecution. Don't. There's nothing to be afraid of. Okay? Especially those of you who are light workers and you've been through a lot probably in your entire life. Okay? We need to step up. Okay? And this is affecting the connection too. Some of you, when I say you're seeing the truth, you need to see the truth. You need to see all of it. The whole truth and nothing but the truth, right? And yet, for some of you, this is what is actually helping to trigger your final ascension. Like some of you are going through ascensions again. I know I am, okay? And some of you are getting some really, I would say some pretty significant downloads. Some of you are getting probably a lot of dreams. I know I've been getting dreams. My dreams have been just completely off the wall, guys. But I also feel some of you, it's triggering some of your distortions still. There's still some distortions that are coming up here that need to be embraced, that need to be integrated, okay? Ooh, my ears. Like the pressure in my ears, my gosh. Wow. Okay, that just happened like suddenly. So anyway, yeah, I mean, I specifically feel right now that the feminine energy is what is needing to come out. Okay, the feminine energy is what is needing to be to basically kind of replace this ego mentality that's happening right now in the world, and that's what's happening when I say like spiritual expansion, spiritual growth, speaking the truth, and what is the truth, right? And a lot of us, I think, are understanding that truth, but it's also still triggering us. Okay. Work through your triggers. Deal with your triggers, okay? They're coming up for a reason. They're coming up to be cleared. And I know I mentioned this before, especially light workers. You know, a lot of us are being triggered right now. A lot of our towers are falling because they need to. We need to clear some of this stuff out so we can step up, okay? But this is within the connection here. I feel like a lot of divine feminines specifically right now are needing to step up. They need to step up their game, okay? And I know I've mentioned this before, that a lot of you might be triggered by the truth about your connection, okay? Some of you, there's some truth about your connection you were refusing to see before, and now you're seeing it. It's in front of your face, and you can't deny it anymore, okay? All right, so this is for masculines, too. All right, the masculines are seeing the truth of their connection, too. They're just, again, and I've been mentioning this, that they kind of are going back and forth in their illusions, right? Because they're afraid to see the truth. A lot of them are afraid to release a codependency of a third party situation. Some of them, it is financial, and they're absolutely terrified to release that, okay? Some of them, it's an addiction. Some of them, it's a person. It just depends on the situation, obviously, so take it as it resonates. But I really feel like it's like Divine Masculine has put so much work into this situation, whatever the situation is, that it feels like it's such a shame to let it go, right? So it's like they're holding on to it for the sake of the, you know, that they put so much work into it. It really doesn't have much to do with anything else, okay? And that's where they're kind of stuck here. That's exactly where they're stuck. It's like they're afraid to release it because they're like, well, I mean, if I just release it now, you know, it's like a waste of energy. It's like I wasted my time. I wasted my resources, whatever it is, okay? And that being said, it's like, yeah, it's like Divine Masculine's just not quite ready to release these illusions that he has about his situation, whatever it may be. Like he's just not ready yet. Okay, now that could be by design, so keep that in mind, guys. That could be by design. It could be depending on your situation, depending on the masculine. There could be another lesson here that they're just not at yet, that they're not at that point, okay? So don't be judgmental against your masculine. It could be part of their plan. It could be part of their journey, okay? There's something there that they need to clear first. It could also be free will, okay? But either way, don't judge them. They have to do what they need to do, okay? So a lot of them are just still holding on to these situations, though, okay? For one reason or another. But again, a lot of them, it's clarity. They are getting clarity. They are seeing it. They're seeing through the illusions here. Guys, they're seeing them. They're seeing the illusions. They're just choosing them. Okay? And like I said, some of them it's about the lesson. It's by design. Okay? Some of them it's just free will. Whatever. And I've stated this before, those who are trapped in their illusions, those who choose their illusions, let them choose their illusions, guys. You have no right to judge that person. That is not what you are here for. You are here to deal with your illusions. That's the only thing you can control, is you. Okay? So understand that. Wow, we've got 10 of Pentacles in reverse for Divine Feminine, 10 of Pentacles in the upright for Masculine. So literal mirroring here, okay? So Divine Feminine also having to choose these illusions here. And a lot of these illusions still have to do with codependency. What are you still having trouble releasing right now? And some of it has to do with some inner child stuff with Divine Feminine. Like Divine Feminine, I feel, is dealing with a lot of rejection right now. And some of you, okay, this has been brought to light throughout your journey. Some of you, this is the illusion that you have, the illusions that you're dealing with, the deceptions, the lies that you've been telling yourself have to do with the fact that you're not dwelling on something. Maybe that's the lie you've been telling yourself, that you haven't been letting something that you should release not hold you back. Like some of you, you're still sitting in regret. You're still sitting in guilt. You're still sitting, letting something from the past control your future. And you just need to let that go. Some of you still have not faced that. You haven't faced that illusion yet. You haven't released it. Okay? Yeah, some of you just haven't come to terms with that truth yet. Okay? Some of you are holding on for dear life to these illusions too. Like you're just so afraid to release them, just like Divine Masculine is. Okay? So again, mirroring, okay? Some of you are just like, oh my gosh, if I see the truth, I'm not going to unsee it. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Okay? Understand that. You are not. Okay? You can't crawl back under your rock. You just can't. Trust me, I've tried. Okay? But yeah, I mean, some of you, this is exactly the trigger that you need to get yourself going, though. Like, some of you have just been sitting there going, I don't know. I don't know what the right path is. Just go, just do it. Just do it. Just trust your intuition, guys. Just trust it. Trust it. Your intuition knows what it's talking about. Release the ego. Okay? Release the past. You can't control the past. You can't change the past. The only thing you can do is use it to learn and to move forward and to progress and to grow. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of the journey. Okay? So stop beating yourself up over something that you can't control. You can't. Okay? Yeah, I mean, some of you are just not, it's like you're just not ready to release that karma yet. For some reason, there's something that's kind of holding you back from releasing the karma. Now, it could be by design. It could be that this is just a point in your journey that you have something that you need to do, and you just, it's like it's coming, or it hasn't happened yet, and there's a lesson that you're still learning. Okay, some of you, it's free will though. Some of you still there's just something that you're holding on to that you've got to release. Okay, and if you're not sure what that is, ask Source to help you. Do some meditation. Okay. So connecting energies. Yeah. Wow. I feel this, dude. I really feel the love going back and forth right now with the connection. Like, it's almost like both counterparts are feeling so lost in their external space. It's like the solace that they have is the connection. I don't necessarily consider that a codependency. It's only a codependency if it's affecting you toxically, if it's affecting you negatively, if it's keeping you from moving forward. But acknowledging the love and the connection, sending the love in the connection is not codependency. Okay, so understand the difference. And I really do feel that's being amped up right now, especially as I've mentioned, like the 5D connections are really kind of expanding. They're becoming more, I don't know really what the word is, but it's like strong, I guess stronger, but I'm thinking more tangible. Like, it's almost like you're seeing like physical, some of you are seeing physical evidence of your connection. Does that make sense? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of us are releasing these disappointment aspects of the connection, okay? And that's a good thing in favor of unconditional love, and that's the whole point, okay? So some of you do have some new beginnings coming. Some of you are releasing some negativity within the connection. Some of you are releasing some past things that have happened in the connection, forgiveness, that sort of thing. Some of you are triggered to move forward. Some of you are waiting for some karma to play out here. And some of you are just, trying to figure out how to move forward with the connection. But I do feel strength. The connection itself is strengthening. It just is. Okay? And some of you probably already know that. A lot of you have probably already acknowledged that. There's just still some things that need to be released here. And it, Divine Feminine, you lead the way, or whoever's awakened, really. Okay? All right. So, messages from the counterparts. All right, messages and advice. Yeah, some of, again, and I've been saying this for a while, some of you just need to reconnect with Source. And that's where your inspiration is going to come. That's where your clarity is going to come. Some of you just need a fire up under your butt. Some of you have a fire up under your butt. But wherever this is leading you, just go, just go, just go. Don't think about it, okay? But to remember to have love and have compassion for everything and everyone that you encounter. Okay? Yes, miracles definitely are happening right now, guys. Every single day. It's just more and more truth is coming out, guys, and it's right there in your face. So the fact that you have people who are just flat out denying the truth, they're turning the other cheek, they're looking away, that's on them. That's on them, okay? Think about you and the miracles that you have experienced, okay? And find that inner peace. A lot of you are working on that, okay? And some of you just need that willpower. Some of you need to, like I said, kind of get your motivation back in. And meditation really does help with that. It really does. Sometimes you just need a reset. Sometimes you just need a reset. And that's okay. Sometimes you just need a break, too. All right, guys, I hope this has helped. If it has, please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.